1977, my brother and I were up in the mountains to right past this area here where we are. I am standing here at the Old Adobe, which is located in Sonoma County, and at the base of these mountains is where we were parked. We were about midway up. My brother had gone to an open range area, pulled out, and we were in his car. We were with two girls, and the two girls stayed inside the car and talked while my brother and I went to the rear of the car. He just put a tape in his auto reverse deck, and we're standing at the trunk listening to the music and talking. I looked at my watch. I was a little tired, and it was about 11:35. I went to see what time it was. So we're talking. My brother points behind me and says, "What is that?" I turn around and look, and I see this tree, and behind the tree is this huge orange sphere. I mean, it's immense. It's above the tree, and the whole area is glowing orange, radiating from it. And I turned around and said, "I don't know." And he says, look, brother, it's getting bigger. Look at that thing, it's getting bigger." I turned around and said, "You're right, that thing is bigger." I said, "It's huge." And it really was. It was towering over the tree by now. So I said, "Let's go check that thing out, Ron." He says, "No." He says, "Let's not." I said, "Let's go check it out. Come on, you want to know what it is?" He says, "No, get in the car. We're getting out of here." And I said, "No, let's go." So he's already headed to the car. He's scared to death. He's got his key in the ignition, starting it, and he goes, "Get in the car, brother, or I'm leaving you here." So I didn't want to be left at the mountains. So I hopped in, and as we head out of the mountains, he's racing out of the mountains. We get about midway down, and he says, he breaks the eerie silence that's going on. He says, "Who touched my tape deck? Who turned off my music?" One of the girls said, "Nobody did. It played all the way through, hit the other side, played that, then stopped on its own." He says, "Where were you two? We were looking for you." And he says, "We're at the rear of the car by the trunk. You didn't see us? You didn't see that huge orange sphere literally behind that tree there, just lighting up the whole area?" And they said, "We didn't see anything. We couldn't find you, and we were scared to death. We wondered what happened to you." And with that, he says, "You've been gone a long time." And I look at my watch, and it's 12:35. So there's an hour there, and we were only at the trunk for about 5 minutes most. We listened to maybe one song, so there's 55 minutes of missing time. I am now at the Adobe Fort, like I said, or the Adobe, the Old Adobe in Sonoma County, and across the street from here. This is very historic, first of all, because this is Indian territory. A lot of settlers here, and a lot of Indian families lived here, and they died. When they died, they were buried, usually generally in the mountains there, and those are considered sacred grounds. So a lot of ancestors possess that territory up there. Across the street from this particular place is a power plant with high voltage lines, and those lines run directly behind this Old Adobe mission here, or a rancho. I think it's actually a rancho. Run behind the rancho, and then go up the hill to where right directly above where the sphere was that we saw. So if you'll notice by the photo here, those lines are literally right over where that sphere was. And we look around and we see a creek back there that runs behind the tree. So that means water, and that creek runs all the way down. There are blackberry bushes in that creek. There are wild strawberries in that creek. We've got an open range field with cattle there, and it's been that way ever since. There are, right in that tree where that sphere was, there's actually an active beehive with the bees producing honey right now. There's a lot of things in that area, drawing beings from other worlds here. It's like a restaurant, a mecca, a perfect place to catch a quick snack of high protein and energy. You've got berries, honey, water, steer calves. This is wonderful. I mean, it's almost like a restaurant in the cosmos. It's a spot to come. People from other worlds probably say, "Let's stop at Earth. They got wonderful things," and that's a good spot. Maybe they happened upon my brother and I while we were up there. Maybe not. Maybe they were there and this was all planned out. Who knows what's really going on there? All I know is what happened to us. And if you look for answers and solutions, I see the vegetation behind the tree is completely burned out. Something's been there. There's high voltage there. There's a lot of things. They could have been tapping their energy. There's a lot of things that could have been going on there. And if you look outside of the box, you might find some answers to all these questions. And those mountains hold a lot of mystery.